Hey everybody, Jay and A Review, and tell them where we're at, dear.
Today we are at Roundabout Oxford RV and Water Resort, and we are just outside of Oxford, Mississippi.
We are excited to be here. We're going to jump on the bike. We're going to go around and look at all the sites. We're going to check out all the amenities. What else are we going to do?
We're going to introduce you to some of the great staff here.
And I've got some of the staff is out here with us. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Jenny Ann Davis. Welcome.
I'm Amanda.
My name is Derek.
And we're actually going to probably try to sit down and talk with one of the owners and get his perspective on some things. We can get out of this giant chair.
We're sitting in a big chair. All right, folks, let's get started. Here we go. All right, right here is number 1. We're starting with number 1 through 13.
Yes, and 1 through 13 are your premium pull-through sites. They are going to be closest to the swimming pool and all the amenities like that.
Right.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so now we're at 6.
There's number 8, and we are at number 9.
Yes, and we're so excited to be here this weekend.
And here is site 13. All right, next is site 14 through 36.
And these sites are also pull-through sites. They are just the next row away from the Grand Lodge.
Grand Lodge, yes. So yeah, we were excited to get the phone call about coming over here and making a video with them.
Yes, I do have to be honest, we are getting a little bit of a sneak peek. As you can see, there's still some landscaping going on, there's still some work going on. So they are getting ready for their grand opening, which will be coming up extremely soon. And this is going to be just a wonderful location. If you're a football fan or basketball or like to do festivals, this is going to be wonderful, and we'll talk about that a little more at the end of the video.
All right, so we just passed 26. Go through the stop sign here. It's 27, here's 28.
Yes, and as you can see, these are all completely paved. There's a picnic, a fire pit at each one, and a grill. They are all full hookups. My understanding, everything is 30 and 50 amp.
Yes.
Yes. So, hey, you can't ask for anything better.
There's 35, and here is 36. All right, let's go to the next ones.
So this finishes up that second loop, so let's keep going.
All right, we're on Breezy Boulevard, and we're doing 37 through 58. And as you can see, this is 37A and B, so it's like a buddy site. And here is 38. 42. Here's 47. Here's 49, A and B. Now we'll go through stop sign. Here's 50, A and B. There's 53. Here's 56, 57, and here's 58, A and B, another buddy site. All right, on to the next one. They've got the little fire pits.
Yes, so scattered throughout the resort, you do have these neat little fire brings with chairs around them and several places for golf carts to park.
Yeah.
Now, you cannot bring your own golf cart, but they do have golf carts here available for rental.
All right, starting with 59 through 66. Here is 59.
Yes, again, almost all of the sites here are pull-through. So these outer loops are they're a little shorter loops, but as you can see, they're all nice, level, paved, super easy to get in and out of.
64, here's 65, and 66. All right, let's get to the next site. All right, so to the next ones. All right, 67 through 73. Here's 67. And I guess this is really good if anybody's traveling out of state and they book a site and want to see what it looks like. Well, we're getting you every one of them.
Here you go. And yes, these all these pull-throughs, I mean, they're basically identical. So there's not a bad one anywhere.
There's 72, and here is 73. 74 through 78. And this is Easy Street.
Yes, every loop has got a name. So we'll try to go back and give you the name of the loop to correspond with the sites.
Here's 77 and 78. All right, next is 79 through 88. And we are driving down Flip Flop Lane. There's 79. '82. '87, and here is 88. All right, to the next one. All right, 89 through 97. I'm glad we picked a good day to be over here.
Yes, it's a nice sunny day. And I know we've already mentioned this before, but the majority of the sites here are pull through. So once again, you can't go wrong with any of these sites that you pick.
95, here's 96, and 97. All right, next we are at 89 through 106. 98. 100. 104. Here's 105 and 106 right here on the end. All right, 107 through 113, Island Time Street. All right. There's 109. There's 111. 112 and 113. All right, that's going to wrap it up with the pull-through sites. Let's get the back-end sites now. All right, so we're ready for all the back-end sites, and it's 114 through 146. So here we go. There's 114. 116. There's 118, and you can see that they still have some of the construction, some equipment and everything, trailers right here on the site. So, but you're getting the very first look of everything. All right, that one is 123, so try to call out a number every once in a while so we can kind of keep up with where we're at. And this last one right here is 127. All right, so we're going to make a turn here. We're at 128. And you can see they do have storm shelters here scattered throughout the property. So if something inclement weather comes up, man, you've got a place to go for sure. There is 131. This gentleman here with the big seismic, he's at 134. There's 137 right here. Right here is 142. 145 and 146. Here is the 1 through 5 cottages here, and I'm having to go backwards. So we started looking at 5, and once we get through with all of them, we'll go in and take a look at one of the cottages. So the way the street is laid out here, so there was the 1 through 5, and of course right here is number 5. So we'll go ahead and make this turn, and we'll check out the next ones. So that was 6, here's 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can see the next 10 are up here on the hill. So I'll just meet you over there. All right, we made it back here where the next 10 cottages are, and you can see there's they've got bathhouses here, and the another storm shelter is behind these bathrooms, which is really cool. Hideaway Cove, and here we go, starting with number 11. And this is a very tough little hill to ride a bike up. See why you need a golf cart. All right, there is 15. '16 and 17. Wow, what a hill. And we're going to park up here on the hill and just take a look at everything. Wow, just a beautiful place. Whew, now that I catch my breath, we're going downhill now. And here is 18, 19, and 20 right here on the end. Yeah, we can get up some speed going down the hills. All right, folks. We have got a special guest today, and it's Mr. Jay Hughes. He is one of the owners here at Roundabout. And Mr. Jay has kindly sit down with us and answer a few questions. So we'll let Miss Amanda go ahead and call them out, and we'll let you answer a few.
Well, I'm happy to do it.
We just have a couple of things. The first thing we want to start with is, what inspired you to build something like this?
You know, I ask myself that often at about 3 o'clock in the morning during this building process. What inspired me was a desire as a lifetime RVer and camper to have a family-friendly place for people to come and know that their kids can ride the bikes out and without it, with the street, until the street lights come on, have s'mores and bonfires and do things I did as a kid. There just needs to be more of that family-friendly environment in North Mississippi, and we didn't have that as a camper that we could find. And the state parks are wonderful, but they just didn't offer all of the amenities that we wanted to share.
Exactly. I will definitely have to agree with that. And our second question is, I know that we're close to Oxford, which is a college town, and we were just kind of curious of what type of audience you're wanting to cater to with this wonderful facility here.
Well, what we want to cater to is we want to say that we have everything here but you. So we're looking at 4 different groups, actually. We are looking for those that come and go to the, you know, the football games, the baseball games, the sports enthusiast travelers, those that are going to M-Trade Park and playing Little League games, and now they've got a reason to stay instead of just come and go. Because not all of the siblings are going to be playing out there, but we want everyone to have fun. We're looking for the casual weekend camper, those that have a trailer and a few kids and they can come in after work on Fridays, stay, and let them have their mini Disney experience at a cost that's nowhere near that, and be able to get home on Sunday in time for church or after church. And then for the retirees or the temporary worker travelers, the part-time nurses or whatever that might be working in our healthcare community. We were the only SEC town that didn't have an RV resort or park, and we missed that, and that inspired us to say, hey, let's do one and see if other people want to be a part of it.
Well, that sounds wonderful, and we want to thank you very much for sitting down and talking to us, and we personally can't wait to come back and visit again.
Well, I can't wait either.
Now give us that opening date one time.
All right, we are officially opening on Thursday, April 24th, just about 12 days from today, which will be the Thursday before the big double-decker arts festival in Oxford.
Well, again, from J&A, thank you, Mr. J, for allowing us to be here with you. We have absolutely enjoyed it.
Well, thank you, and have a great evening.
And come and see them at Roundabout, everybody.
All right, as promised, we are going to show you guys one of the 20 cottages that they have here on site. So let's go in and take a look at these.
Y'all are welcome to come inside.
Hi. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Now, how absolutely adorable are these? So you do have a nice big TV, little breakfast nook area, breakfast with actual real size appliances.
Yeah.
So as we, I think we mentioned as we were riding through, you don't have to have a travel trailer or an RV to come over here to Roundabout in Oxford. You can rent one of their cabins. Well, cottages. They call them cottages. Yes. Oh, look, they even give you a toaster.
Let me just get out of the way.
So you do
Wow.
have a full bathroom with a nice big shower in here. I'm not going to make Jeremy stand in the shower like we normally do. I think it's pretty obvious that this is a good size shower. So, ooh, lots of sleeping. You've got a couple of bunks right here, and this is
going to be a closet. They've got a lot of their stuff in it.
Yeah, they'll have linen in that. When, in case you guys haven't noticed, we are getting a little sneak peek, so we're here before they're open.
Look at this.
So, yes. And another TV up here. And we've got some people that are coming in because this is kind of an open house weekend. But then you have like your main bedroom.
Another little closet over here.
Lots of windows. You got a lot of good light in here. You do have an iron in here, so they provide that. All right, so let's head up the stairs and see what we've got up here. Okay, so you're going to have a twin bed on both sides.
Wow.
Nice, open, airy, big light, big windows.
Oh, glad you could come. I didn't realize y'all were already out here.
Wow.
I will show y'all the difference. I just took it to my parents' cottage to show from the ADA, which it's not a pull-out or anything, but there's space for him on out. It's got all the gadgets. It's all good. Thank you for letting us look. Thank you, Jackie. And then the ones
Okay, so some things that we want to share about the cabins. I know we've mentioned it probably more than once. There are 20 of these. Pretty much they are all the same, but they do have 2 that are set up for ADA. So if you need an accessible cottage, just give them a ring and ask about those. And I do think that there's only 2 that allow pets in
Right.
it.
I think so.
Now, the rental on these is going to fluctuate. There are some minimums, especially if it's going to be a football weekend. So you'll just need to kind of keep in mind, you know, if you want one of the cottages, there may be a certain amount of nights that you need to reserve.
Now, these golf carts do not come with them.
They do not come with the cottages. Again, we get a little sneak peek, so they've got them parked out here. But these golf carts are available. Again, you can't bring your own, but they do have some here that you can rent. All right, something else we want to show you. This place is just going to have something for everybody. So if you have kids with you, they've got a kids playground. Now again, keep in mind, they are still in the construction phase right now. So we are here about 2 weeks before they actually open. So a lot of this is going to look different when they actually open. Now their welcome center is right up there on the hill, and they have these great swing sets and slides and all kinds of fun things. Now they do want you to be out here and supervise your kids. They don't want you to send them out here by themselves. But oh my goodness, what a great playground this is.
Well, you did bring me out here.
Well, you're supervised.
Thank you.
And then they've got this little area. I'm not exactly sure what this is going to be. We may have to look it up on the map. But again, this is sort of down the hill just a little bit from some of the cottages and the camping area. Okay guys, we stand corrected. We have figured out what this little building out here by the playground is. And this is going to be their gym area. So it's not set up right now. They're not finished with it. But this is great. So hey, moms, dads, if you want to work out and then keep an eye on your kids out here, you'll be right there.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Okay. So yeah, and then there's going to be these picnic tables out here, so you can come have your snacks out here. All right guys, so here is another view of the Welcome Center when you first come in. And right here by the Welcome Center, this is going to be their miniature golf area. So it looks like it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for them to get it finished so we can come back over here and try this out. But all of their landscaping will be in very soon, and you can just walk right over from your camp area, which is right over there, over here, and play miniature golf. So this is inside of Roundabout's community room. You've got these huge doors, they roll up, windows all the way down, all these great tables, and then an area over there where you can order. Just an awesome room here.
And they've got the TVs going. Oh wow.
Yes. So yeah, if you want to sit and watch a game, they have a spot for that. And a fireplace.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the walk around. So now it's time for us to sit down and talk to you about what we've experienced, what we've seen. Goodness, I'm lost for words.
It is amazing. This is definitely, it's even hard to explain. There's nothing else like this in North Mississippi.
No.
So if you live or camp in this area, or you're coming through this area, this is going to be an excellent place to check out.
And like I said earlier in the drive around for the sites, university that's playing Ole Miss in the next coming football season. Bring your campers.
Bring your campers. But if you don't have a camper, they've got 20 cottages. I think we went over that just a little bit. There's 20 altogether. 2 of them are ADA, so if you need some special assistance or some, what am I trying to say? Amenities in those. They do have 2 of those available. I believe my understanding was they have 2 that you can bring pets to, but it does have to be approved ahead of time.
Yeah. And of course, a lot of the footage, and we'll start showing some of the footage around where the swimming pool, the
lazy river,
of course the Grand Lodge, where everything is at, the community room, the store.
They have a party room, an arcade.
We went through that. Oh my goodness, I think that's the hub.
It is sort of the hub of the whole resort. Now we are currently sitting under the yoga pavilion. I think when we actually recorded it, we just called it the pavilion, but it is called the yoga pavilion. But oh goodness, I don't even know where to start. So we'll just start and tell you the name of it is, of course, Roundabout Oxford RV and Water Park. So resort. Yeah. And with that being said, it is a resort, so there are rules and regulations that you're not going to encounter with state parks or Corps of Engineer parks. So you do need to keep that in mind, that they do have a set of rules, and you do have to sign a waiver when you make your reservation. But it's all very reasonable. They don't ask you to do anything weird. They, around the swimming areas, they, ask that they keep swimsuits modest, because it is a family area. You don't, they ask that you don't put out any political signs or anything that would be questionable. So if you like to put flags at your site, there's actually a list on there. If you can put your college flags, you can put a seasonal flag, something like that. Just not anything that's going to spark any kind of controversy with anybody else. And
of course, along with the rules and regulations, there are certain dog breeds.
Yes.
That cannot come into the park.
They do, and it is listed in that waiver that you'll need to sign. We understand it. Our poor Rosie may not get to come because she is a mixed breed. But it is for the safety of other people's pets and other people's children, because your dog may not have ever bitten anybody ever, but it doesn't mean that they won't. We always say that about Rosie. She's a sweetheart, but I'm not going to say she won't bite you, because she could.
Yeah. And like I said, they've got golf cart rentals.
Yes. You cannot bring your own golf cart. That is specifically outlined, but from what we have seen, they have a ton of golf carts here, and they are electric, so you can rent those once you get here.
I think we needed one instead of that bicycle that we done the site tour.
It is a large property, and like you saw from some of the footage, of course, some of the landscaping's not completed yet. We are actually here before they open. We were absolutely honored when we were invited to come do a preview day, and it's amazing now. It's really going to be amazing when they get everything in place.
So we got to try the food.
Oh, me. I had the chicken wings, and of course they come with fries and celery, which, sorry, I don't eat celery, but the chicken wings were killer. I mean, they were awesome.
And I had the Cajun quesadilla with fries, and fantastic.
Yeah. Now, like any other place, this is really their first experience having some people here on the property. So they've got a few kinks to work out, but
overall,
man,
it
was very good.
What else?
Let you guys know, they do have an app.
Yes.
I don't have it pulled up, but we'll try to put a screenshot in there of what their app looks like. And you can make reservations on there. You can find out all kinds of information. about the resort. So that's one of the best ways to book your stay. We'll tell you, we are here right before the Oxford double-decker festival.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be their first open weekend, and I'm sure they're going to be really busy. Now, being in Oxford, you know, Ole Miss Rebels are right here. So for those who tailgate or come to the games, even if it's basketball, football,
Baseball, yeah.
soccer, anything like that, this is going to be an awesome place to stay because it is extremely close to the university, and it would be an easy trip to get there.
Back to Oxford, yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole neat little thing. When you come in, there is a welcome center that you stop at. They will give you a little brochure like this. They'll have your name on it and what site it is. On the inside, it's a map, and it is a very, very nice map. He'll have a up close of the map listed somewhere. It's breezy out here today.
And I was just looking at this. They, like I said, we did say they do have an ice machine, trash collecting.
Yes, and that is actually, I don't have it with me, but I think it's like 8 to 11 in the mornings. They will pick up trash at your site. So that is a great. Now the golf carts, it is on here that they do start at $89 a day. So you know, if you really need that golf cart, they are available. They have a dog park.
Yes.
And it's actually split, I believe, into 2 sections because I think there's one for smaller breeds, so they don't have to be together.
Also propane sales, so you can fill your propane cylinders out here, and also firewood. Firewood, and that can be purchased at the camp store.
Yes. The camp store, we showed some footage of that. Of course, right now it's not completely fully stocked yet, but they have a lot of really good items in there. So if you happen to have forgotten something, or you need a snack, or you want a commemorative t-shirt to show that you've been here, they've got it.
Now, the basketball courts, as of right now, when we were here, were not completed yet.
Not completed, but they're working on it.
They are working on it.
And that is actually going to be located close to the kids' playground.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll just read down some of these amenities because it's amazing what all they have. The Swayze, they call it the Swayze Lazy River, splash zone, water slides, family pool, and then there is a separate adult pool. They do have a community room and a community kitchen. They have the canteen, which is where you can order out by the pools. They have a beach bar, a hookah hut, which is their swim up bar.
Yes.
And if you're familiar with Oxford, there is a street called Molly Bar, so they have a Molly Bar.
And of course, miniature golf.
Golf, yes. We showed that. I can't wait to see what their landscape is going to look like around it.
Yes.
They do have the playground. There's going to be pickleball courts.
Yes.
Those aren't completed yet, and there's going to be a tennis court and the half basketball court. So they're not finished yet, but hang on, give them time. There is a fitness center, the dog parks. They do have a yoga pavilion, which is where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some group fire pits. I think we tried to show some of those with the chairs around them. Really, really nice. They have an arcade, which is actually upstairs in the Grand Lodge. There is, of course, a camp store, a party room, and out from the arcade is what they're calling the sunset balcony, so you can go out there and sit. They do have laundry facilities. They do have 2 bathhouses, 3 storm shelters, and of course then it's got propane listed on here.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of great stuff here. Just come check it out.
Oh my goodness.
Check it out.
We have had a blast over here getting to check all this out. So thanks to Jay, Holly, and the rest of the Roundabout staff who were absolutely friendly as soon as we got here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, as soon as we come in, I do have to share this. We were the first guests to check in ever. Yay. Now, this is located just just outside of Oxford on Highway 6. It's on the side of Batesville. So if you're familiar with North Mississippi at all.
Do they call that Highway 6 or is it 278?
Or 278.
I think it's 278 on Google Maps.
It will always be
Yeah.
Highway 6 because that's what it was when I was a kid. But yeah, so I mean, it's not hard to find. They have a great sign out front. They have a huge American flag that is gorgeous. And
a really cool sign.
yes, they have a really nice sign. It is it's like a little RV that's turned up sideways that was actually made by a local artist.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's really cool.
it was really nice.
Like I said, they've got an app. They also have a YouTube channel, so you can check them out on YouTube channel. And I think they have some of their groundbreaking footage.
And they're on
their
Facebook.
YouTube channel and Facebook.
Yes, so find them on Facebook because they will post updates every other day or so.
Well, we have enjoyed it. We can't wait till you guys get over here and try Roundabout right here in Oxford. And anything else?
I'm sure we probably missed something because there was just so much to see this weekend. But definitely try it. They do have the little phone booth outside the Grand Lodge and their little phone booth cups. Aren't they
really
adorable? Cool. So if nothing else, come get you a cup because they're cool.
All right, everybody. So if you like our video, give us that thumbs up. Share the video. Make sure everybody checks this out. And again, thanks to everybody at Roundabout for having J&A right here this weekend. Thanks, everybody.
Happy camping.